watch the NFL on EA Sports. And we have the Pioneers' field-stretching tight end. He had a terrific performance last week, getting 137 yards receiving. It's the Pioneers and the Dreadnoughts, coming up next.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Dreadnoughts of Virginia Beach taking on the Pioneers of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for visiting
the first 2 months of the regular season down, what will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dreadnoughts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When you look at this defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Virginia Beach 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. 2nd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the spin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 20-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dreadnoughts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the Virginia Beach first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Now 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. And he's got his big tight end here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pioneers have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Virginia Beach first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Pioneers are an extra point away from drawing level. So a great start to this 3rd quarter. They get their 2nd touchdown, and it looks like they'll tie the ball game.
And I think we want to give some credit to this coaching staff, but also want to give some credit to the team because we talk a lot about halftime adjustments. What I'm seeing, though, is a team that's just executing better and playing a lot freer. Whatever they did, though, it worked.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And that'll be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a big play there on 3rd down.
48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff working right. He stiff arms it, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pioneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point attempt to come here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That one good for 14 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2nd down and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Oh, nice move. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dreadnoughts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, a little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time, they weren't.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
He'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. and they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Point after here coming up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2000.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Chicago, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Virginia Beach,
the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.